Okay, what is up, everyone? I am Bradwan, and today I'm going to be playing some standard for the first time in quite some time. With the new War of the Spark going on, it's just one of those things where really feeling like playing standard. So, today we're going to be playing some Grixis Control. Little history. I've pretty much always played control in standard. I've tried the beatdown decks, tried the mid-range decks, and they all just don't seem to work. So, for me, that is. I just apparently suck at playing them. So today we're gonna try some Grixis Control. Goes around playing one of my all-time favorite cards, Nicol Bolas. I love this card. And I've played a couple games in standard, and when I get this guy on board, he just does work. The plus, I get a draw card and they exile a card. So we are gonna take this. We're just gonna play some rank tonight. If you want to see something else, let me know, but we're just going to chat with chat today and just play some Magic and just relax. So we'll get going. See that Trish has entered the channel. Hey Trish, how you doing tonight? And I'm gonna take down the overlay for now. I need to find a good place for it for MTGA, but it's my first time streaming it, so we'll see how this goes. Pretty good opening hand. Have some early removal, some early digging. So this is something that we can definitely keep. The goal of control in standard is to mainly just control the game, like it says. And this hand, it looks like they opened up with a hollowed fountain, so we might be against control. In that case, this hand is really bad, but but you live and learn. It's the fun of going into a game blind. Ooh, and they're stuck on 2 lands. Had 2 lands at the top. I mean, normally I would just bin both of those, but we are kind of a little worried. Oh, they're still stuck on 2 lands. That sucks for them. Gonna play out Bolas here. Force them to discard. Looks like they finally drew their 3rd land here. Oh, and a Gideon. So they played a Gideon here, turn 3. I have Medieval, which will kill it, or I can make them sacrifice it and get it back. And that's pretty much what we're gonna do. Yep, this is against Darth Pink. He's a real live dude. About to real life probably rage out of this game. Yep, pretty much. Pretty close. That is just ridiculously loud. But yeah, it's pretty close to Hearthstone. Um except with magic, yeah. So oh, I get it to fairy. Yep, he just quit. But yeah, this is MTGA. It is MTG Arena is what they call it. It's super close to Hearthstone. It's Magic's way of really combating Hearthstone. And makes things a lot easier than the MTG Online. That UI is very clunky and very hard to follow, where this one is much more easy to follow, easy for beginners to really get into Magic, and really easy for you to just, you know, download it, install it, and go. 3 lands is a good. I have this thought. What is that? Target opponent reveals their hand. Choose a non-land creature card from it. That player discards it. This is one of the decks that my deck has trouble against. This is going to be like a green ramp deck. And they really want to get out big creatures really fast. And usually once a big creature hits the table, it's really hard for my deck to keep track of it. So like now, this is interesting. So right here they have a 1/3, not that big of a deal. Whenever a creature explores, which is looking like what their deck wants to do, you put a 1/1 counter on this and gain 3 life. That's not going to be a fun thing, but we'll play our Bolus here. When Bolus enters the field, they have to discard a card. So they have to discard something. We go up in value. And now we're up a card. Oh man, this is not looking good for us though. So, like I said, their deck wants to explore. This one, when it comes into play, it double explores and put a +1/+1 counter on Wild Growth Walker twice, so now it's a 3/5. Not looking good for our little deck here. And we drew 2 of our legendary creatures that, when this guy's out in the field, they would just kill each other because you can only have one of the same legendary creatures at a time. No attacks. I'm gonna hold back. If my guy dies, I'm not gonna be too worried about it because, well, we can just cast another one, so that's what we'll do. Hmm. Not what I wanted to see here. So right now they've played out their board. They have a whole bunch of little, somewhat little creatures here. And really we're trying to draw into a card that's going to board wipe them. We have several in our deck that would do the job here. And right now we're just gonna try to find one. More explorers, okay. Got your land, opponent. That's one of them. It's not gonna get rid of their big creature. Fortunately, could have just been that one. And get the card that I want. It's not the card that we want. That is not the card that we want. I think we are dead. That's the card that we now want, but a little bit too late. Like I said, that any of the green ramp decks low to the ground, we're going to have some trouble with. I was super dead. I should have been that. Should have kept that board wipe. It wasn't the board wipe that I was looking for, though. I was looking for the one that destroys all their creatures with converted mana cost X or less. I don't think I ever got Stream Decker. So I have a turn 2 play, a turn 3 play, and then a turn 5 play. I've seen better hands, but in this we're on the draw, so this is a fine keep. Yep, and they're gonna enter with a tap land. Yep, opponent gets to take one of my cards. Little do they know it's gonna happen right back to them. What you gonna take, opponent? Yep. Just takes one of my duresses. Pretty standard. Ooh, that's a good draw. Oh. Yeah. This is fine. I kind of need this land, but I can draw into more lands. I'm just gonna bin this one. They have a Vraska's Contempt, a new Ugin, and one card that I don't know about. They play new Ugin. Oh, that's fine. Discard something, opponent. Probably the... I don't know what they discard here. Just the swamp. That's fair. So Death Horde Invasion's gonna let them amass once at the beginning of their upkeep. They basically make a zombie dude. We're not gonna worry too much about it. We're gonna kill that zombie dude here when they try to attack in, as long as I have the mana for it. Which thankfully I didn't play that Watery Grave tapped. Yeah, you can lose a life and grow your dude. That's fine. Duress. Sure, opponent, what do you want? Oh, they took the Eldest Reborn, okay. I'm just gonna kill this now. And that's a good draw. And I drew another one? Okay. Okay. So Grixis control right now doesn't run a lot of counter magic. What it does run is just a ton of discard. So that's what we're looking to do, is just discard their hand. They're currently chilling with 3 lands and seem to be fine with that, so you're cool with that, opponent. Let's start discarding more. I'm going to take the 2 here. We're ahead on life total. I only have 1 targeted removal right now. I really want to save that for this thing gets a little bit too big. Right now, a lot of cards in my deck will kill it, so like that card. So we're going to drown Catacomb. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wait for their upkeep for the trigger to go on the stack, and then we're going to kill it. Because if I remember correctly, no, that's not going to work the way that I want it to. They're just going to get another 1/1. Never mind. Right? Yeah, that's how that works. Never mind. I forgot how Unmasked works. Oh well. They're getting up there in card value, though. Really would be nice to see like a cast down works, but I really want a Planeswalker here. I didn't play the swamp. Oops. Again, life total's pretty good. I'm just going to take the 2 damage here. Hey, look, more removal for their dude. Yep. Oh, they can play the new Ugin card. Are they gonna do it? Yep, they play it. That's fine. So here we're gonna kill their Ugin. And they basically forced our hand to ritual next turn to clear their board. Cool, 13. Send me the list, man. Tap land is not what I want to see right now, game. I have so many cards in my deck right now that would just be so good. We have every bolus that we can draw into. We have anything that will let us surveil, so we can pick up these disinformation campaigns and replay them. Yep. Opponent is thinking hard on what they want to cast with this zombie army. Got a combat trick opponent. Ooh. Yep. That's a card. We're definitely gonna kill this now. Hey. It's just gonna die to a Veraska's Contempt, but we get to draw a card. Yep. Knew that one was coming. We are getting mana flooded like crazy right now. He has another commence the end game. We are in Frown Town Jr. Spell can't be countered, draws you 2 cards, then amass X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. We have... that would have made him out of our reach. But, like, we're still in it. Hey, there we go. So first thing I'm gonna do is try to kill this, see if they have any counters or anything. They apparently don't. So I'm gonna try to discovery here. If he has a counter, he has a counter. He doesn't. Discovery's not an instant. Discovery sorcery speed. Yeah, the dispersal side is. And I think here I'm just gonna take out some cards out of his hand and draw some more cards. Ooh. What you gonna get, opponent? Disinformation campaign? My bet evil? Or just straight up bolus? Disinformation campaign. Okay. They like the cards in their hand. They like what they see. They probably don't like what they see. Opponent's trying to decide what he wants to do. You've showed me that you have. Oh, ugh. That's not fun. Opponent is gonna have a really bad game in about 2 seconds here. How much does it cost to flip bolus? Too much. I have to cast down this next turn. I'm gonna do it when they have no cards in hand before their draw step, so. Got rid of their amass 1 for this turn. Looking at bolus. Yep. 4 damage, mill 4, and I think he's milled all of my dragons here. I think nope. Still have one more dragon god in my deck. 2 more of the ravagers, so we're good there. Hey, right on time. Way to go, buddy. Same thing as last time. Resolve their amass. Kill their amass. Let them draw. Ooh. All right. Did it, fam. Well, kind of did it. We get a flip bolus, we get to draw 2 cards, and we draw nothing but lands. Oh, feels bad, man. But opponent's seen enough. Once we stick a planeswalker, it's gonna be pretty hard for them to come back from, so. Again, for those of you just joining us, welcome. We're playing some Grixis Control here on MTGA. Currently just kind of grinding out the ranked best of 1. I'm finding this to be like the best way to learn the format, and then we can really get into sideboarding and things like that. A 1-lander is an obvious mulligan. 2-lander, but we have 1 removal spell, and then a complete board sweep, provided that we get to 4 lands. This I can definitely keep. And that's great too. Gonna play tap land. Always lead off with your tap lands if you're going first and you don't have duress. Pretty basic. They do the same. Ben, I've never played this guy before, but we're gonna take a look at what he has. Augur of Bolas, commence the endgame. Gleaming Overseer, amass 1. How many tokens you have hexproof and menace. I can kill this one and their menace with the ritual. Niv Mizzet is a late game dude that I don't want to deal with, so just gonna take their 2-drop. And we don't need another board wipe against this. What we need is lands. Ask and you shall receive. So a land off the top here is perfect. Just gets us doing exactly what we want to do. We can clear their board, not have to deal with not have to worry about our life total. Oh, I don't have, oh, I didn't have a mountain or an island, so it came into play tapped. Oh, noes. Oh, but it looks like we are gonna get Value Town out of this. They played another Gleaming Overseer. Swing in for 3, opponent. You are A-okay in my book. Easy 3 for 1. Getting a little worried right here. They are 1 land away from casting Niv Mizzet. Lucky for us, we have the Eldest Reborn, so I'm gonna run out Bolas the Ravager to take 1 card out of their hand, knowing that I'll get probably Bet Eviled here. It didn't. Okay. Okay. That works. I'm gonna Discoveries. Dispersal real quick here. Haven't made a land drop for turn. Really kind of want to. And my deck relies more on black mana than blue mana, so I'll take the black land. Play the Blood Crypt, pay the 2 life so I can cast both of my things. That's not what I wanted to do. And here probably comes Niv Mizzet. So whenever you draw a card, it deals 1 damage. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, they also draw a card. So when they play this and put it on the stack, that's when you want to kill it. Oh, and they don't? They're just killing my Bolas. Okay. I can take this 2 damage here. If I draw a nice 2 for 1, that would be super. I didn't. I'm just gonna pass. All my spells are instant cast. And again, same thing. If they go to resolve Niv Mizzet, that's when we kill these 2 things. Perfectly fine taking 2 damage all day long. Sure. Taking 1 damage, fine. I think opponent thinks that we're holding up like some counter magic right now. Unlucky for him, we're not. So we're kind of just getting free draws off of this. Oh, and they had a Veraska's Content. Okay. I'm gonna play the Steam Vents tapped. There's no real reason to put it in untapped, so. Oh, our good friend from last game. Yep. Oh, perfect. Right now I'm trying to decide if there's anything playing this Eldest Reborn's gonna get me something. It will. It'll get me back my Nicol Bolas in 3 turns. But I really like just keeping up Dream Eater. And just doing that at the end of turn. Yeah, we're gonna take 1. That's fine. Move to end step. Oh. So another disinformation campaign is great. These cards are all good. I'm really interested in drawing the land for turn 2nd after I cast this disinformation campaign. How much land do we have? We'll have 8. We can cast 1 of these, get 1 card out of their hand, and then cast Nicol Bolas and get the other one out of their hand. I like that best of all. I have to organize these correctly. So I put... What do I want to return here? I definitely want to return the token. So I put the land on top because I knew this disinformation campaign was coming back to my hand. So I'll play the disinformation campaign, draw Bolas, get rid of 1 of the cards in their hand, which was a land. Now play this and get rid of their Niv Mizzet that they've been holding on to now for too many turns. Opponent says good game, but might not give up here. Okay. Opponent wants to keep on playing. We have lethal in the air. I go to Rawl. And I'll attack the opponent. 2 attackers. Thank you. I don't like to doodle around, like draw my next card and do all that stuff. If we have the lethal on board, we're just gonna swing in. And this is the power of Grixis control. We're just grinding our way through ranked games right now. Again, I haven't played Standard in quite some time, so this ranked 1v1 is really best of 1 game is really helping me learn the meta I'm only, as you can see, I'm only silver ranked right now. Haven't done the grind yet, so we'll see how far we get. Opponent goes first. I have a decent hand. This is going to replace itself. If it's white, if it is white weenies, we're going to lose by keeping this hand. If it's green ramp, which it is, we might be in trouble, but we'll see. We do have Medieval for their big threat that they'll play. And then we have Bolus, but right now in standard, there's that 6/6. Ooh, that 5/4 is gonna hurt next turn. Yep. There's a 6/6 where if they discard it, it just comes into the battlefield. Well, our whole hand discards things, so it really is Frown Town when we play against like a mono green deck like this, but we'll see how far we get. Silverleaf Champion's gonna take us to 15. We definitely have to kill that next turn. Ow. Pet collector. Pelt collector. Oh, opponent doesn't have another land drop. And here's that card that I was talking about. If a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard it, put it into the battlefield instead. Yay. Oh, wait, it's in graveyard? How does explore work? Oh my goodness. They either already have one in their hand or our opponent just punted so hard. Opponent goes to combat. Sure. Swings team. Are they swinging with the Llanowar Elves? No, they are not. Oh, they have a combat trick? They don't. Okay. Sure, I take 6. Down to 9. This is hurting a lot. Really need that board sweeper right about now. If we don't draw it here, we are dead. Do we have any outs? Nope. We have one out. I can discovery into -2/-2 and gain 2 life. That's our only out right here. Oh, buddy, you're one turn too late because we're dead on board. Yep, that hand, like I said, we were good if it was a control matchup. Even against red deck wins, they tend to be a little bit slower than what that green deck was. Turn 3, 5/5. Whoo, that hurt. And this hand is just amazing if we draw into one red source, so I'm gonna keep it. We have 2 turns to draw into that red source. And they mulligan down to 6 and keep the land on top. What I assume is the swing and a miss. We're in some trouble. Blue-white. Not quite sure what deck this could be. Skanta is fine. At least we get to see what they're doing now. Oh, yep. It's control. Disinformation campaign we don't want. We want to land. Control versus control. Key things here. You really, really, really want to hit your land drops. There we go. This one is coming into play tapped. They're going to Chemister Insight at the end of my turn, which is fine. Next turn they're probably going to Teferi. And we'll have to use one of the Bedevils on the Teferi. Can't let him stick around for too long. There he is. I'm gonna do this while they're mainly tapped out. Don't tell me you run into gate. Oh, good. We're good. We're good, fam. We got there. So here I'm gonna take the opportunity while they're tapped out, to get Bolus down. Blue-white tends to have some issues on getting around permanents that stick on the battlefield. So we'll see if they have something. Oh, they have the exact card that was made to kill Bolus. So it exiles a creature or planeswalker. That's fine. We have several things that get rid of it. Like this card. Dispersal. Each opponent returns a non-land permanent they control with the highest converted mana cost, which is going to be their Prison Realm. And then discards a card. So we're about to get back our Bolus. Pending they don't have a counter. Opponent is now realizing what this means and keeps hovering over reading these. So pretty much telling me they for sure do not have a counter. Get rid of a land. We're going to go up a card. They're going to have to either discard a card or get rid of one of their lands. Like Chemister's Insight. Note that Chemister Insight was not from the graveyard. It was actually from their hand. So they're going to flip this search. And they're going to re-Prison Realm our Bolus, which is fine. We knew that was coming. Fun moment here. I can Dream Eater, force them to return Prison Realm, and we get back Bolus. Which just sounds super. We are in super big trouble if they have like a counter spell or something. What if they don't? We're just gonna get back our Bolus again. And we're just kind of putting our opponent behind. Slowly but surely. Oh, they do have a counter. Well played. Well played. Can we? So we can cast Bolus, and we can also duress them. So that's what we're gonna do here. They will amass one. What? What? That counter? Oh, they gain hexproof. Okay. Does this target? This does not target. Oh, it was another search for Escanta? That was an easy discard. Not really. It's a free scry at the beginning of each turn. That's pretty good. Sure. They're gonna search for Escanta. They have to reveal what they get. They get an absorb, so note to self, the next thing that we cast is gonna get countered. But it does leave quite a number of like they can't use their chemistry insights right now. I mean, that's something to note. And we are one land away from flipping Bolus. And we got there. So let's see what to do. Target creature or planeswalker I control from any graveyard? No, cancel. Hang on. Put target creature or planeswalker from a graveyard. Ooh, so I get their graveyard too. Oh, and I get to fairy. Ho ho ho. So we're gonna go to attacks. Get in the damage. Opponent's trying to decide what they want to do here. They're looking at their lands. Okay, the only way that this backfires on us is if they draw some stupid targeted removal that targets an attack. Oh, Narset's reversal. That's fine. Pay 2 life. Flip Bolus. We're gonna flip them. We're going to get back a ooh. So if we get Time Revealer, they can't cast Dominaria to Fairy's just too good. Yep, and now we're gonna put back Prison Realm. See you later. Oh. Oh my god. Is this real life right now? Yeah, sure, God Dragon dies. Oh, that was just too much fun. I couldn't not do that. I mean, yeah, we got rid of our God Dragon, but we got both of their Teferis into play. And they have 2 instants right now that just aren't going to do anything. Feels pretty good. Thanks for hanging out, Trish. You have a good night. Oh, they get the prison realm. What are they gonna do? What is this targeting? They got rid of Bolus. Okay. I don't think that was the right move. Now they're drawing because they know that counter magic's gonna be dead in their hand. Let's draw a card. Give us the ability to cast sorceries whenever we feel like it. And let's make them discard a card. Did it discard the absorb? Tough choices. So right now I'm just looking at graveyards for the fun of it. Absolutely no reason. Oh, they have settle. That's good to know. Sure. So I'm going to keep the one that just came into play. Reason being, when it enters the battlefield, they have to discard a card. They discard their absorb. Okay. So after seeing the fact that they have a settle the wreckage, I don't want to attack in with this bolus. I'm just going to flip it now. Now we are going to get back a planeswalker. Wait, my graveyard. Oh, I could get another bolus, but God Dragon's just too good. I could make them discard, or I could draw a card and make them discard. That's what I want to make them do, so. Or I could untap 2 lands. Oh my god. This bolus is just so good. Yeah, we're just sitting here waiting for them to do stuff. And our hand is full of, if they cast something, we're gonna deal with it. And eventually our planeswalkers are going, fuck. Another prison realm? Really? Really, opponent? Ah, is this the same one? No, we've killed one. We've killed one, so they probably have 4 more in their deck. Kind of the card that is really good against our deck because our deck is just looking to play planeswalkers, plus them, win by card advantage, and say GG to our opponent. We have Discovery Dispersal, which is nice. We can get rid of it that way, so that's probably what we're looking to do. Opponent doesn't know what planeswalker to target here. Oh, you're gonna target Teferi. I'm just gonna kill the Teferi then. Because what would happen is Teferi's technically owned by them. So if I get rid of the Prison Realm, it's going to bounce back their Teferi and give them a Planeswalker on board. So I'm just going to take care of Teferi myself. Oh, plus on our Bolus. See what they get rid of and see what we draw. Sure. Draw a little bit more. This isn't going to kill anything, but I'm going to run it out to make him discard while he's tapped out. Then we get a Planeswalker back when this goes away. We have so many lands that we are discarding to hand size. This is looking pretty bad for our opponent. Pretty bad. Sure. They got another Prison Realm. Unbelievable. We're gonna get rid of our Flip Bolus. Sure. That can resolve. I'm gonna stop at opponent's end step here, because we'll get rid of that. Oh, they're just gonna Teferi now? Okay. We'll make them Dispersal. We'll get Nicol Bolas back. They have to discard a card, and then they have to discard another card. And that was an interesting move. So they -3, put our Bolus 3 cards down, as you can see here. And now they left their Teferi wide open for an attack. So they don't have enough mana for Settle. They're not going to get an untap. And at the beginning of upkeep, they discard a card, which was fun. And they've seen enough, so GG. That was a grindy match. Control versus control. But we just outvalue town them. I mean, We were drawing more cards with Bolas. We got out their Teferi, then stole their other Teferi, made it so their counter magic didn't work. I mean, that was... We were in control that entire game against a control match. That has to sting. This is just a good hand overall. We don't have a blue source yet, but we'll draw into one. We're on the draw, so we get plenty of turns to draw into blue source. We have 2 targeted removal here, and they're on red deck wins. Okay. This is kind of great for us. Light up the stage. They get to light up the stage again. They get a runaway Steamkin. So runaway Steamkin can do what the name entails, and it runs away. Like, it can just completely take over a game. So I really want to save a removal for Runaway Steamkin. But what I'm going to do here might seem a little odd. I'm going to Discovery to Surveil 2, then draw a card. So what I'm looking for is definitely not those lands, and I'm looking for my board clear. Didn't draw it there. Taking at most 2 next turn. Well, not at most. I can take a lot more than 2 with this deck. Yep. Get in, opponent. Caster, light up the stage. They didn't draw a land. That is amazing. Blood Crypt tapped. Want to preserve our life total against this matchup. And I'm just going to kill this thing now. I don't want them to be able to play any combat tricks or anything. I'm on the board for 7 this turn, at least. Might be even more. Yep, and then you're going to shock me. And you have another light up the stage. Holy cow. Here's a tough choice. I have 2 cards in hand. I want to see what these 2 cards are. So now I know I'm on the table for 3, 4, 5, going down to 6. I pay 2 life. I can get down to Search for Escanta right now. So that means that I'm down to... I'm just gonna play it safe. Just enter tapped. Kinda sucks. Red deck wins is a tough matchup. Really looking for my board clear here. Really not finding it. Shock me. I'm down to 6. A Wizard's Lightning. Okay, so I'm dead on board. Kill one of these, I'm not dead on board. And there's tapped. If they have something with haste, I'm just dead. Or they have a shock or anything. They don't attack, so they probably have something like they can just kill me if I tap out here. That's what I'm going to assume they can do. That doesn't save me. That's weird. Sure. Sure. I messed up the sequencing there. Now they can just sack this. But they didn't? What? Doesn't matter, I'm still dead. They could have killed me on the stack there. If I tried to cast another spell, but I don't think opponent knew that. Pretty brutal. Down to... I think our record for the night is about 4-2. I think that's only the second game we've lost. Might be the third. Oh, this hand's great. Keep all day. We have a turn 2 play, a turn 3 play, and a turn 4 play. Like if you can play like that in standard, you're gonna go places. So Steam Man's tapped. Bradwan. Whoa! Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I clicked way too fast. Oh god. They have high casting cost, scape shift, high casting cost, a 2-drop. What did I take? Oh, that's actually kind of a good one to take away. Would have rather seen this one go away though. They can play an additional land, so they're just looking to ramp from what it looks like. On opponent's passing? That's weird. Opponent, whatever your deck does, it's spicy, it's nice, I like it. It's making me think. I don't like to think, I like to just play cards and go. Alright, so this turn they're gonna play their Mending of Dominaria. Run a creature card to your hand. Really confused as to what this deck is looking to combo kill me somehow. I just don't know how it's trying to combo kill me. Um, so I'm just gonna kind of chill. I have instant removal. Now they're gonna escape shift. Sure. That's fine. Then I think what's going to happen is they're going to play the the evolution sage, because I can't apparently say proliferate right now. They're going to play that. They're going to play a land. No, they don't. Okay, whatever. I'm killing this thing. Like the most least threatening thing in the world, but I'm killing it. They have a shitload of land. Sure. So with Wayward on the stack, I'm going to dispersal their druid back to their hand, which they discarded. How are you going to kill me? I know that you're going to kill me. I just need to figure out how. Oh. Probably like that. Okay, opponent. Go into combat. Swing. No blocks. Oh, ice. Okay. Sure. Opponent's about to get really sad. Don't try to do it. Don't scape shift. Tried to warn him. Try to decide if I want to play the Dream Eater or swing into Nissa. I don't know. This deck is very confusing. Or if I just board clear here. think I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna board clear. We're gonna play this tapped. Just attack their face. They get one draw. Don't believe it's gonna have any effect. They can tap for like a billion right now with this Nissa out. Whenever you tap a forest, add an additional green. They have, and that's game. But they could have cast. They could have cast like anything right there. Hey, we get a card. Gonna keep going. Just grinding the old rank here. That Scape Shift deck was fun. If I didn't have that targeted removal for that one exact card, I would have died. But thankfully, we survived. Mana's not great. We're gonna pay a ton of life if we want to cast anything on curve. But we do have two board clears, so we're against red deck wins, we win. We're against white weenies, we win. So I'm just gonna keep this. Even if we go tap land, turn 3. Oh, but we don't have double black. That's a little awkward. Well, we might have to pay 2 life for this discovery dispersal then. I might have to discover a black source. That was a joke. Anyway. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it, opponent? You're gonna make this painful. We have to find something quick. This is gonna be like that green ramp deck like it was last time. We're in trouble, so. Watery Grave, we will take. Oh, we're only taking one? Heck yeah, I'll take one. Let's do this. Disinformation campaign will either win us the game here or really, really kick our ass. But we're here to play. If they discard that 6/6 card, we are in Frowntown like no tomorrow. Oh. Put a 1/1 creature on. Okay. That's a card that I like to see. Just gonna wipe their board here. -2/-2 to everything. Play my tapped land and pass the turn. Steel Leaf Champion isn't the greatest thing in the world to see. Makes me want to just leave this up. Medieval, that is what this is. So I'm gonna Sulphur Falls, making sure that Magic's auto tapper is tapping correctly. We already made our land drop. We don't really need any more land. So we're gonna bet evil this Steel Leaf champion. They tried to do anything. It's like they're just going to combat. I'm just gonna kill it real quick. What you got, opponent? A land? They had the card that I did not want them to have. Oh, that guy's so good. I know this is off sequencing here, but I just wanted to see what they had in hand. We do care about that. So we are taking 6 next turn. This turn, we are taking 6 right now. That was us taking 6. For those of you just listening. That hurt. Oh no. More land. So we're just gonna flash in Dream Eater here. We are now at 3. We are dead to a lot of things. Don't cast anything, so we're gonna cast this Dream Eater. Hopefully find something to kill this little beast. We get a Surveil 4. Bolus is the only thing that's gonna kill it. All these other cards. Kinda pointless. Return their Llanowar Elves to their hand. This information campaign is backed. Okay, I can do it. Wanted to make sure that I still had 2 mana up. It'd be Frown Town if I didn't. We're gonna pay for that. We are going to destroy target creature. And we're gonna get in. If they run a haste creature, they run a haste creature and we just die. But we gotta get into this game. We gotta try to close it out somehow. Cool. Here we're gonna draw. We're gonna discard. Then we're gonna get out Bolus. Make them discard. Play a tapped land. Get in with all of our attackers. We're gonna run out a disinformation campaign just to draw a card. And now we're looking like we're back in this game. Just drew Eldest Reborn. Basically gets rid of something on board, no matter what. They do nothing. So we're gonna plus Bolus, see what we draw. See, they discarded a Llanowar Elves. We are somewhat back in this game. So I think I am gonna leave back a creature. Wait. And by leave back a creature, I mean I'm gonna flip Bolus, take their 12/12 that they just put into the graveyard, and that's gonna be our blocker. I'm sorry, opponent. I'm so sorry. Oh, that was so good. Oh, that flip bolus is doing wonders. Hi, we'll take a 12/12. Yeah, I know this game. This game's real fair. Opponent goes first, but we have, again, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Woot woot. Keeping this, they went down to 6. Even better. Reason why, for those of you new to Grixis control or any control, it's all about what they have in their hand. And especially with Grixis, we're just looking to take cards out of their hand and keep cards in our hand. Like, I know that sound. Oh, they kept a 1-lander. Opponent. Don't do this to yourself. And they kept a very, very greedy hand. They have a Bed Evil, they have a Legion War Boss. But we're just gonna draw a card, make them discard a card. They don't draw anything. So now we're gonna play Bolus. They can't Bed Evil it because they don't have double black. They got rid of their 3-drop. What? Opponent keeping a 1-lander, and we've just played something on curve every single turn. This is what we're gonna do. They did finally draw 4 lands, so that means that they can either Bed Evil something or get this Kefnet down. They decided to Bed Evil something, eh? Can I empty their hand here? I can Disinformation Campaign once. And then that's really it. Oh, except I drew another Disinformation Campaign. So we're just gonna get rid of their hand completely. They're just probably gonna concede right here. We're gonna get rid of their Kefnet they kept in hand. This is looking pretty good. The Chemist's Insight, drawing 2, playing a land, keeping 1 card in hand. Well, opponent, I'm sorry. Discovery Dispersal. Sure, I'll draw a land. And they're done. Yeah, we were about to Disinformation Campaign their card or whatever they kept in their hand. Just Just not fun. Not fun for our opponent. Kept a really greedy hand, like one land, and then you have like 5 3+ drops. Some of them are like a 5 drop. Like you should just mulligan that hand away. This hand is less amazing. We have a turn 2 play, no turn 3 play. But we do have 2 of the Nicol Bolas, the Ravager cards. So we'll see. We'll see how this works. Opening with the tap land, Steam Vents go. They do the same. I will duress them. Oh, it's control. Okay. Opponent discards a card and gains 3 life. They have just a ton of removal. But it's another control versus control game, so keep your lands, make your land drops, rinse and repeat. We'll get there eventually. Preserve my life total. Enter tapped. I'm gonna run out this Bolas here. I know that it's gonna take a removal card, but it's gonna be basically a free 2-for-1. You're gonna discard a card. End step, they're probably just going to mortify it. That's fine. Again, same concept. We're going to play Nicol Bolas. It's going to be a 2-for-1. They either have to deal with it now or discard a card. They deal with it now. Still have to discard. Chemist's Insight, sure. Draw your 2 cards. Opponent is just passing. I'm going to run out this Dream Eater, see if it gets countered. It does not. Oh, we're going to keep Bolas. We're gonna put Bolas on top. Then we want Steam Vents 2 cards down. Plus Bolas, they discarded, looks like a Chemist's Insight. They've been stuck on 4 lands for the past, I don't know how many turns. Finally hit their 5th land drop. See what they cast. I've been holding this Bellhaunt for quite some time. Oh, Teferi's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know what he does with Teferi though. I mean, it's down. He's gonna put my Bolas 3 cards from the bottom? Sure. Draw the land for turn. Kill their Teferi. Pass the turn. Yep, that's fine. They're gonna make us discard a card. Gain 3 life. We're gonna discard that. And on my turn, or before my turn, kill that. Alright, we have a Bet Evil in hand. Start chipping away at their life total. Whatever they cast will kill. Well, we can't kill that. Kaya's Wrath takes care of our creature. Sure. Tapped lands. We get our Bolas back. Draw a card. They discard a card. And we're each turn. Ho ho ho. That's pretty good. Eldest Reborn. I'm just gonna keep cards in hand. I'll make us discard. We'll get rid of the -2/-2 card. Not gonna be very good here. Really. Oh, hello. We drew Bolas. All right. The Eldest Reborn resolves. They want a Bolas. They're gonna get their Bolas. Now they can use their Bolas to kill our Bolas. In response, we will just kill theirs. Oh, and they have Kef. We might have lost this game. Dies whenever. Oh. Yep. This is looking pretty bad. Kefnit's just gonna get out of hand way too quick. We gotta get rid of it for now. Hopefully find something to get rid of it later. But once a god hits the ground, from my experience, it's just coming back all the freaking time. Oh, D-Spark. Yep, and they get to draw a card. We're gonna see what our top cards are. We basically have like 1, maybe 2 turns. I mean, if this Teferi gets to ulti, we're dead. Drawing a land isn't going to do it. Kefnet. Discovery dispersal. I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for. Disinformation campaign is at least a redraw. And a land. Yep. It's a good game, opponent. Well played. I'm pretty sure against Esper control, we're just gonna always lose that match. It's just not feasible to beat that. Teferi is the main reason why. This baller right here. Going with the theme. We have a 2-drop, 2 2-drops, 2 3-drops. We're going to be golden no matter what we draw. Whenever an opponent starts off with a mountain, immediate thought, red deck wins. They're not casting anything. So I want to find out what's going on in their hand. Oh, so it is kind of red deck wins. They have a Shock, Chain Whirler, and Phoenix. I'm going to take Phoenix out of their hand while I still can. Phoenix takes 2 cards to kill instead of the good old 1-for-1. So it is exactly what we are not looking for. We are going to have to kill this Spellbreaker on our turn, which means that we're just going to play our tapped land. Opponent plays the Chain Whirler, sure thing. And now we're going to run out Bolus. Get him with the good old 1-for-1. Got rid of the Shock. Ugh. We're gonna fight our Bolus. We're gonna kill our Bolus. And then they're gonna get him for 3. Well played. Gonna check what opponent has going on in hand. One other card. Discovery Dispersal is great here. And now I'm just gonna hold up Bed Evil for their turn. They have a land, one other card. Going to combat. I'm gonna kill their Chain Whirler. Disinformation campaign. Draw a card, make them discard. Discovery Dispersal, get back Disinformation campaign. I'm pretty good with lands. And I think we can do better than just a single target removal right now. Right now we're really looking for a Bolus. Just something. And there's the Bolus that I was just talking about. Gonna run out Bolus, plus him, draw a card. They discard collision. Oh, okay. That's a little scary, but all right. Top deck wars. They draw a land. We draw a land. We plus Bolus. They have to exile a land. I can see the reasoning for keeping Disinformation Campaign in hand, so they don't have to discard something, but we were just there. Opponent's seen enough, they concede. Easy. Cool, we've won quite a number of games tonight, all with Grixis control, and we're kind of turning through these games quite a bit. Quite quickly, in fact, so it's nice that with MTG Arena, like, you're just constantly playing very quickly. Because of the auto tap feature. That is just amazing. Again, keeping a good old 2/2 drops, 2/3 drops. Turn 2, we get to see what's in their hand. Oh, it's red deck wins. Gonna take their Steamkin. Bolus might be too slow. They have 2, 3, 6, so 8 damage. I think we can keep them. It's a risky keep, but I think we can. Next turn we'll Steam Vents, holding Cast Down up. It's a wizard. It is a wizard. Thing to note, it's a wizard, so Wizard's Lightning is going to only cost them 1. Now it'll cost them all 3 mana, making it so they have to either cast another one of those guys or skewer. Just mess up their game plan just a little bit here. Yep. They skewer now. Gonna take out their creature now. Know what they have in hand. 2 cards I know. Sure. Lava Runner. Lightning Strike. That hurts. Now it gains haste. That hurts a lot. Gonna play down Bolus here. He goes down to 1. They can Wizard's Lightning him. If they do, I protect myself for 3 life, and that's what I'm worried about in this game right now. It's just my life total, which they do, so thank you. I get a Disinformation Campaign. They're going to discard another Wizard's Lightning. I'm going to Discovery. Ooh, how many lands do I have? I have enough for both of these. So I'm going to keep Dispersal in hand. The plan is, if they draw a land here, great. Or they just concede. They drew a land, I could dispersal their experimental frenzy back to their hand, then making them discard. But they just conceded. They didn't want to play anymore. Opponent does not want to have fun. Cool. And with that, we're now in gold. So, moving on up the ladder. I don't know how competitive this ladder is, but at least gives us somewhat of an idea of where we're at. This hand is really good. We have cards for, if it's white weenies, we have -2/-2 to all creatures. If it's green deck, we can, what can we do here? I think I'm gonna take a look at their hand. Oh, it's kind of a good thing I did that. They have boars, they have, okay. Search your library and graveyard for a creature card, convert a mana cost of X. I did not want to keep that on top. Whoopsies. Well, now we got to get to 5 mana quick. That is one way to do it, is by having 2 lands on top. Am I okay with drawing both of these lands? I think the answer is yes. Next turn we can cast down this guy. They wreck Sage here, no big deal. Do nothing of the sorts. All right, we're looking pretty good. We're gonna keep Medieval. We're gonna pass the turn. I'm gonna cast down this. See if they do anything else. They're gonna put their 2/2 back into play. Get a walker. Keep it there. Just say that's fine. Okay, so they're kind of getting up there in mana. I'm gonna force this Reclamation Sage out by making them sack this creature. And they do just what I thought they would. Rec Sage it. Take them off a turn. We'll kill their Rec Sage. Pass the turn. Now we're looking to just try to 1v1 them. 1-for-1 them, I should say. They get a 3/3. Okay. Ah, that is not what I want to see. That is also not what I want to see. For land, they play the land. Oh boy. I think we're gonna lose this one. We have 5/6 land. They get an ooze. Disinformation campaign. What do we draw? We draw land. We are good at drawing those. So good. I don't think we win this. That Nissa was too good. They get a 4-drop back. I don't even think we have a card that wins us this. Actually, that is not quite good enough. Back all out. Still die because of this forest here. Bounce the token, but we still take 3. This is what we call a good game, opponent. Well played. All right. Let's try to get this 10 wins in before we call it for the night. Chub Toad. We go first. I don't like the fact that all of our lands are going to come into play tapped, but this is a pretty good hand. I don't like seeing that forest, and I really don't like seeing that pelt collector. We gotta take something out of their hand. 6 damage to flying, don't care about that. Ugh. Alright. If opponent just wants to... Oh, opponent's smart. This opponent is a smart opponent. Ooh. This is gonna be tricky. If he was greedy, he would have got in with this last turn, but he didn't. So now it's a 3/3 that I have to deal with. He is slowly climbing up to 4 mana. Yep. Gonna give it +4. You are. Ow. 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 Disinformation Campaign is probably the worst card that we can have right now. So I'm just gonna Discovery. We know that he has the 6/6 Beast of Doom. Yep. Let's get that final card out. That's perfect. That's what we want to see. We can kill this beast next turn. For this turn, we're kind of in Frown Town. I'm fine with drawing a land. When it goes to attack. Ow. It says for 6. And we're just gonna get rid of this guy now before he draws anything. Hopefully he draws nothing. That's not nothing, that is something. Yep. Well, we're gonna make him discard it. They're 4/4 against our 4/4. They swing in. We are going to block. We trade. They drew something that they don't want us to know about, so we're gonna make them discard. Oh my god. That is game. This card beats our deck so hard. Little 6/6 dude. So good. So good. And we're just dead on board. All right. We're playing until we win. Our opponent goes first. We have 2 tap lands and a whole bunch of 3-drops. But we have 3 draws. We have 3 draws to draw 1 land. Our deck is very land heavy. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 26 lands. I mean, come on, we have to draw a land by then. But again, we're like, oh no. We're against another green-red deck. And white. When this enters the battlefield, proliferate. Are you being for real right now? Bad news. Bad news, fam. We did not draw a land in the first 3 cards of our deck. Opponent proliferates right now. They get him for 8. Whew, that hurts. I mean, if they get him for 8. No. They want us just dead next turn. Sure, we can keep that. We can kill that dude. But we are hanging on by a thread. Red, green, red, red. I'm gonna be at 1. Yeah. Ow. Top card kills 1 card. Sulfur Falls doesn't do it, right? I'm just gonna make the opponent discard a card because I just want to see what this deck's all about. Right, flying, okay, yeah. It's just kind of an aggro beatdown deck. That was a bad hand to keep against. Again, we're playing the best of ones right now, just to kind of get a sense of what kind of decks are floating on out there. Until the meta kind of curves out, really aggro decks are always going to be up there pretty high. Usually for the first, I want to say like 3 to 4 weeks, it's really nothing but aggro decks in top 8s at your local shop. Most people, they're trying out new stuff, and when you try out new stuff, that's great, but you're not going to get that far when when they can just aggro you out. So try cutesy stuff and people just say, no, you can't have fun. That's not allowed here. Opponent's going to try to get in for 2. This again looks like another quick, fast deck. Ooh. So that needs 5 to adapt, but it can tap for 1 next turn. I think that's fine. I think we're just gonna run out Disinformation Campaign. Get our good old 1-for-1 going on here. Okay, okay. That gets the Explorers in. I'm gonna pay 2 life. Discard. Ooh, they had another Growth Walker. I am super lucky that I got this Bolus out now. Jade Light Ranger explores twice. Gonna grow their walker to a 4/6. Yep, command the Dreadhorde. You don't. That card apparently. Just want to get in with the 4/6. That is fine in my book. So note, if opponent goes to adapt, which they just did, we're going to give it -2, -2. Fizzling that. Opponent's going to get in for 4. We're going to kill it. And now opponent has 1 card in hand, no cards in hand. We're going to get out, search for Ascanta, pass the turn. We're looking pretty good. They play a little 1/1 dude we don't really care too much about. Yeah, I'm gonna start killing their stuff. Keeping a steam vent on top. Oh, I didn't need to pay 2 life there. Oh, that was my bad. Whoopsies. I thought that 2 life would have let me flip Bolus there, but it didn't. Hey, we got our God Dragon here. We can't cast it? Oh my god, we don't have 2 black mana. Oh, this is real right now. Hey, there's our black mana. Yes. Oh, that's brutal. Well, we'll disinformation campaign them. Make them discard whatever card they're holding in hand. It's just a land. That's fine. And there's tap, no attacks. We're not doing that again. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it explores. Ascanta flips. We don't need a land. We'll plus Bolus. We'll make them get rid of something. They get rid of their little dude. Land for turn. They draw and explore, sure. They draw a forest. And a Doom Whisperer on top. They will keep that on top. Figured you would. End of turn. Well, Ascanta, we find nothing but land. Oh, the joys. Alright, that just has flying trample. Get in. Let's see, so we have 4. Yeah, so we can get in with Bolus. And then flip him. We'll then just kill one of their dudes. They get to draw their Doom Whisperer. They cast their Doom Whisperer. Going to kill their creature while it's on the stack. They draw a land. And now they can basically pay 2 life surveil, pay 2 life surveil non-stop. But we have 2 planeswalkers on the board. It's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna keep churning through their deck. Actually pick up the Wanderer and exile their dude. That's something to know. Everything that they're putting in their graveyard. Cool. How many activations does the Wanderer have? 2? It would kill our Bolus here, but it wouldn't kill this one. So with this one, let's see what we draw here. With this one, let's put target planeswalker or creature. We're gonna put the Wanderer. We're going to exile their Doom Whisperer. Getting all that value down. Play a land. Play a normal Bolus. Pass the turn. Now, opponent, what card was so great that you paid 6 life for? Bolus Citadel is a card. Yep. Yep. That's all you're doing? And then you're conceding. Okay. Well, good game. Good game, opponent. So, we got our 10 wins in. I think that was 10 wins just tonight alone. Felt pretty good. Grixis is in a pretty good spot. I think the main issue that we ran into was that 6/6 creature. It's just really good against Disinformation Campaign, our Duresses, and even our creature Bolus. We get around all that. Black really needs a card like Damnation, or something to get around that. Liliana's Triumph is one that I thought about putting in here. We might take out maybe some maybe cast downs, or even the Moment we might take out, but overall we did pretty well. I like where the deck's at. Again, this is Grixis Control in Standard, playing it with a new War of the Spark. I appreciate everybody who hung out tonight. Again, my name's Bradwan. I'm with a website called Squirrel Dealer. Myself and 13, we pretty much stream 5 nights a week. 13 always has an awesome homebrew deck, and I tend to play the competitive net deck, decks that tend to cost a fortune. But I appreciate you hanging around. If you made it this far, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff that you do. We really appreciate it. And I will see you all Thursday.